feeling stuck in a loop of constant thoughts and inner restlessness. You're not alone. Overthinking can quietly drain your energy, cloud your decisions, and keep you from enjoying the present moment. It often starts with small worries but quickly turns into endless what-ifs that never seem to stop. This state of mind doesn't just affect your peace, it can impact your confidence, sleep, and overall well-being. The good news is that understanding why this happens is the first step toward breaking free. In this topic, we'll explore the root causes of overthinking and practical ways to calm your mind, regain control, and find inner peace. Overthinking doesn't just happen randomly. It usually has a deeper reason behind it. Most of the time, it comes from fear, insecurity, or past experiences that have left an emotional impact on you. For example, if you've been hurt, rejected, or failed before, your mind tries to protect you by analyzing every situation again and again. It feels like you're being careful, but in reality, you're getting stuck in a loop of unnecessary thoughts. Sometimes, overthinking is linked to the fear of making the wrong decision. You keep asking yourself, what if I fail? Or what if things go wrong? This constant questioning creates stress and makes even small choices feel overwhelming. In other cases, it may come from a need for control. Your mind wants to predict everything, so nothing unexpected happens. The first step to breaking this cycle is awareness. You need to pause and ask yourself, why am I thinking so much about this? Is it fear? Is it doubt? Or is it something from your past that still affects you? When you identify the real cause, overthinking starts to lose its power. Instead of fighting your thoughts, try to understand them. Once you know the reason behind your overthinking, you can start working on it. Whether that means building confidence, letting go of past experiences, or accepting that not everything can be controlled. Understanding the root cause is the foundation of a calmer, more peaceful mind. One of the biggest struggles with overthinking is feeling like your thoughts are in charge of you. Your mind keeps running, jumping from one worry to another, and it becomes hard to focus or feel calm. But the truth is, you are not your thoughts. You are the one observing them. Learning this difference is the key to taking back control. Thoughts are automatic. You can't stop them from coming, but yet you can decide how much attention you give them. When a negative or anxious thought appears, instead of immediately believing it, pause for a moment. Ask yourself, is this thought helpful? Is it even true? Most of the time, overthinking creates exaggerated or unrealistic scenarios that never actually happen. A powerful technique is to observe your thoughts without reacting. Imagine them like clouds passing in the sky. You see them, but you don't chase them. The more you practice this, the less control those thoughts will have over your emotions. Another important step is redirecting your focus. When you notice your mind going into overthinking mode, gently shift your attention to something productive, like a task, a hobby, or even your breathing. This breaks the cycle and brings you back to the present moment. Controlling your thoughts doesn't mean forcing them to disappear. It means choosing not to let them dominate your mind. With practice, you can train yourself to stay calm, think clearly, and respond to situations with control instead of anxiety. Overthinking often pulls you away from reality and traps you in thoughts about the past or worries about the future. You may replay old mistakes, regret decisions, or imagine worst-case scenarios that haven't even happened yet. This constant mental time travel creates anxiety, stress, and a feeling of being mentally exhausted. The truth is, most of these thoughts have no real impact on your current moment, but they still steal your peace. The present moment is the only place where life is actually happening. When you focus on now, your mind naturally becomes calmer and clearer. Instead of asking, what if, or why did that happen? You begin to notice what's right in front of you, your surroundings, your breathing, your actions. This simple shift can instantly reduce the intensity of overthinking. Practicing mindfulness is one of the best ways to stay present. It doesn't require anything complicated. You can start by paying attention to small things, like how you breathe, how you walk, or what you're doing at the moment. Even taking a few slow, deep breaths can bring your mind back from chaos to calm. Another helpful approach is to fully engage in whatever you're doing. Whether it's studying, working, or even relaxing, give it your full attention. When your mind starts drifting into unnecessary thoughts, gently bring it back without judging yourself. Focusing on the present doesn't mean ignoring your responsibilities or future goals. It simply means not letting your mind get lost in endless thinking. When you learn to live in the moment, you create space for peace, clarity, and better decisions. Overthinking often creates the illusion that you're being productive, but in reality, it keeps you stuck. You keep analyzing every detail, weighing every possible outcome, and waiting for the perfect moment, but that moment rarely comes. The more you think, the more confused and anxious you become. This is where action becomes powerful. Action breaks the cycle of overthinking. Even a small step forward can shift your focus from endless thoughts to real progress. Instead of asking yourself 100 what if questions, try asking, what is one small thing I can do right now? It could be making a decision, starting a task, or simply taking the first step toward your goal. When you take action, you gain clarity. Many fears and doubts only exist in your mind, and once you act, you realize that things are often not as complicated as you imagined. Progress, even if it's slow or imperfect, builds confidence and reduces anxiety. It's also important to accept that not every decision will be perfect, and that's okay. Waiting for perfection is one of the biggest causes of overthinking. Instead, focus on learning through experience. Every action teaches you something and helps you grow. Another benefit of taking action is that it shifts your energy. Instead of being trapped in your head, you become engaged with reality. This creates a sense of control and accomplishment, no matter how small the step is. Remember, thinking alone will never solve everything. At some point, you have to move. Action doesn't eliminate all fear, but it weakens it. And over time, it helps you build a stronger, more confident mindset. A restless mind doesn't become calm on its own. You have to train it, just like you train your body. Overthinking is often a habit, and the good news is that calmness can also become a habit with the right practice. The more you intentionally work on your mental state, the easier it becomes to stay peaceful and in control. One of the most effective ways to train your mind is through deep breathing. When you slow down your breathing, your body naturally relaxes, and your thoughts begin to settle. Even taking a few minutes to focus on your breath can reduce anxiety and bring clarity. It's a simple practice, but very powerful when done consistently. Mindfulness is another key tool. It means being fully aware of your thoughts without reacting to them. Instead of getting caught in overthinking, you observe your thoughts and let them pass. Over time, this creates distance between you and your thoughts, making them less overwhelming. Positive self-talk also plays a big role. The way you speak to yourself can either increase stress or reduce it. Replace negative thoughts like, I can't handle this, with calming and realistic ones like, I'll figure this out step by step. This small shift can make a big difference in how you feel. Consistency is the most important part. Training your mind is not a one-time effort. It's something you practice daily. The more you do it, the stronger your mental control becomes. With time and patience, you can create a calm, balanced mindset where thoughts no longer control you, and peace becomes your natural state.